Hey there. So I just planted up some flowers in the container garden, which is slowly building. And now I'm going to plant one of the things that I really like growing in containers, and that is ginger. So I wanted to share with you how I'm going to be growing this in my garden. First off, we need to talk about where to source your ginger. So you can get specific seed ginger, and I definitely would recommend that as like the best possible way to get ginger for a container garden, just because it's actually been grown and developed to grow in your garden, and it's more likely to have success with an actual seed ginger. But if you're like me, and kind of what sparked this planting today, I have this piece of ginger. I bought it for a meal, and I used one piece of it, and then I noticed it started to mold a little bit on the end, and I thought, yeah, I'm probably not going to cook with it. I don't have any other recipes. But this other half that's not molding is actually really healthy. It feels really firm, really healthy, and you can kind of see like where the shoots would come off of it, like right there, that it's kind of starting to like push a slightest bit of growth. And so I'm actually going to try to use grocery store ginger. I have done this in the past with success. So just some like, I think this was organic ginger, but I don't even know if that's necessary. The ginger root, I mean, this is the root, the tuber from the grocery store, you can use to grow ginger. So it's definitely worth a shot. Yes, the seed ginger is probably more like guaranteed to work, but if this is what you have, it's totally doable to try to use it, and it's worth a shot, right? So I just have a container of potting soil here, and this is what I'm going to put my ginger in. I'm literally just going to take the ginger root, I'm going to lay it on its side. You can see where, closer here, where that sprout is going to be. Put it on its side, nestle it in the soil, just cover it lightly with a little bit of soil, and then I will water it and I will wait, and that is all there is to it. So I will say, be patient, because it does take a little bit of time for the ginger to get going. But once it gets going, it will grow really happily and be totally fine in a container. The tubers kind of spread outward, so actually I may have to move this to a wider container. The depth doesn't really matter as much. Some of the root system goes down, but more it grows by spreading outward. So yeah, once it gets sprouted, I may put this in a bigger, put it in a bigger container. I just don't really want to mess with that at the moment. This is the right size for me, for the space I want to devote to it. And because I'm here in zone 8A now, and we're past our last frost, it's 70s during the day, I'm actually just going to leave it outside and let it grow outdoors. If you are in a frost tender zone, then you probably want to get this started inside, because then you will you'll be warm enough. Ginger is a frost tender plant, so it does need to have warm conditions to get going. Once it is growing, it's going to want full sun. So I'm going to put it in a nice sunny corner. So I'm just going to put it over here in my little seed starting area and let it, once I'll water it in, and then just let it be nice and warm, and it'll take off. It is, in my experience, it takes a while. So it's going to take like, I don't know, 6 weeks. I'm definitely not going to be holding my breath waiting for it. I'm just going to let it take time, and I'm going to try not to mess with it too much. It is hard with some of those like root plants, because you want to like get in there and kind of like see like, is it sprouting, is it not? I totally am guilty of that, but I'm going to try to be patient with the ginger and just give it time. Now I'm going to do a few other little house plants. So I went to the garden center and picked up a few things, some really cute little succulents in there, and I'm going to put together a couple little containers. I have this is for my house plants. We need to get some house plants going, because there are no plants in the house, and I like to have a few things. So I have this cute little low bowl, and I think I'm going to do a collection of 3 little succulents. I thought these were kind of cute. Like a little trio, a little bit of red and the fuzziness, and then I think these are like little stone plants. They're super cool. And then I also grabbed a cactus that I'm going to put in this pot. try to be really careful. You want to not handle your succulents. You know, handle them as little as possible. Let's put this in here. I love these guys. They're such funny little plants. So I don't know the names of any of these, but I'm just gonna drop them in here. Uh-oh, we lost a leaf, so I'm just gonna stick that in. Maybe it'll start growing. All right, and then I actually have a little bit of moss, and I'm gonna top dress with just a little bit of moss around, which isn't as like a deserty look for the succulents, but I think it's gonna be really cute. Here we go. How fun. Just a little bowl of succulents. What could be better? This really cute little like fuzzy guy. I'm gonna try. Oh my gosh. Okay. I totally messed this up. I have too much soil. Luckily, it's not very poking. That's pretty cute though. There's something about just a little cactus that's so adorable. Okay, next I found this super fun ivy. This is called a shamrock ivy. So perfect for St. Patrick's Day coming up in a while, but I thought it was really pretty. My daughter actually picked this one out, Caroline, so she has very good taste. So it's super cute and looks very healthy, and I'm just gonna put it in this really tall, well, not really tall, but a taller size container. Move a little bit of the soil out. Here we go. Fill it back in. And I'm actually gonna put a little topiary form that I have in here, just to add a little height on my windowsill. So you can get all kinds of little forms like this, just a little wire topiary form. And I'm gonna put it in, press it into the root ball, and then start training this around. If you are like me and you like to kind of like mess with, I like to like fiddle around with plants and mess with them and prune them, having a topiary form like this is perfect because you're kind of just constantly trying to train all the new growth to go up and around. Oh, I love this. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love topiaries. I always have. I just have such a soft spot for them. And so it'll grow and fill out this circle more and more, but it's super adorable. And then we've got the cute this little succulent patch. Just adjust my, this is the reindeer moss. And then, I don't know, I totally messed up the cactus, but I think it's still gonna be just fine. Cute. Oh, it feels so good to have some houseplants. Houseplants just brighten up everything. And if you are looking for like an easy kind of simple houseplant that can handle some lower light conditions, but is still kind of fun and interesting, the ivy with just like a little topiary form like that is really nice because, again, it's interesting, it's unique, it kind of has like some classic sort of flair, but it's also like really simple. Ivy's easy to get a hold of. Most garden centers have it. It's like super affordable, and then you just let it grow and kind of train it to a topiary form like that, and you have this really fun, interesting, kind of cool looking houseplant. I also would say that the ginger, you totally can just grow as a houseplant entirely as well. You could keep it indoors, and I actually did that with the last ginger plant I had. I had it out in the garden in the summer, and then I brought it back inside in the winter, and it was super happy living like that too. So that's a great option as well if you want to have like a little yeah, I don't know, indoor ginger plant. And then you can harvest the ginger and then replant the tubers. Like, just don't eat all of the tubers that you harvest, and replant some of the tubers, and then you'll just kind of have a continuous ginger plant as well as fresh ginger from the garden, which is delicious. So those are super fun. I'm gonna go get the plants put on the windowsill. I'll show you that. I've got a couple of little ceramic mushrooms that I like to place in with my houseplants just to keep things kind of fun and whimsical. So I'm gonna get all of that set up, but I just want to share with you those fun plants, and I will keep you posted on the ginger. We'll see. It was kind of molding a little bit, so hopefully it's okay. If it doesn't sprout, I may go ahead and get some seed ginger, but as I said, it's like worth a shot to just see what happens, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted about as it grows, and we'll see if it sprouts. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you again soon.